show us the edge. The chip on the shoulders, the fight and the passion that comes from within. Whoa. Trying to win on every level. Yeah. Expectations high. Gotta show them you can fly. Play harder, better, smarter. Baby, put the league on notice. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah. Whoa, and see the walk of shame enough. Wanna see the walk of winning time to come up and bring out the outcome. Don't every play, every possession. How bad you want it, love, do you want it all? This ain't a blood of love, built for something greater. Attacking all obstacles, coming for the ring, my precious. You got to do the will, the heart, the fire. Show them the proof, show them the it shall be done. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah.
You're listening to the Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Shout out to the fam, man. Appreciate y'all being in this episode of the Pelican Postgame Report. And like we've been saying in this thing, for all things Pelicans, you're now tuned in to the Pelican Postgame Report. I'm Big Q. We got DC chiming in. Lexxah pop in momentarily. Big ups to the fam. Appreciate y'all joining us for this Friday stream, man. PPR Pels Talk, man. We'll be opening up the phone lines tonight. We'll be covering several items of discussion for the family members to kind of go off, and we'll open up the phone lines, like I said, for you guys to express yourself. We won't be doing a super long show tonight, so this is an opportunity to give the family members who want to chime in, man, an opportunity to chime in and talk about the Pell squad. We're going to go over some topics as well. We got some topics. We're going to kind of change things up a little bit for this episode. We'll go over different topics of discussion to introduce to the chat and to the family members in this episode of the show. So please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and by all means, feel free to share the show on your social media feed. DC, how you doing tonight, brother?
Doing pretty good, bro. Still riding the waves off the Jazz win. We're gonna ride this all the way into the lake, you know what I'm saying? But everything's good. Looking at Jordan Hawkins tonight, bro. Cutting up, huh? Guess he made a statement, them sending him to the G League. He said, watch this. 32. What he got? 7 rebounds and what that is? 5 3-pointers, huh? See you, Hawk, man. Stepping in and showing out.
Yep, 32, 7, and 5 by the Hawk, man. That's 5 3-pointers made there, by the way. So yeah, he doing his thing, man. And a lot of people, and that's one of the topics of discussion we'll talk about in this episode of the Pelican Postgame Report as well. So anyway, Lex, shout out to you. I appreciate you being in the stream tonight.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
Good. All right. So anyway, shout out to the fam, man. Like I said, the link's pinned to the chat for those who want to pop in the stream. We won't be on here for a long ass time, man. But we're gonna talk a little Pel tonight, man. We're gonna talk about the Pelicans tonight. We're gonna go over that. We did the preview of the Lakers and all that kind of stuff. We did that already on the previous stream after the Pels were able to take care of their business. Pelicans show up. We got this game 6 p.m. tip-off time in the Smoothie King Center. Payback time for them Laker people, man. We got to take care of business against them. As you see, the Pelicans currently right now tied for number 1 in the Southwest Division. 18 and 14, both Dallas and the Pelicans are there. And you see where Houston is. Memphis has won. Well, actually, they lost recently after putting together a winning streak, in San Antonio is where they belong in the cellar cleaning up. So anyway, let's get into some of these topics. Shout out to everybody, man. Brother Trey, Brother Wallace, Molly Mall, Stephanie. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all being in the building as well. Let's jump right into some of these topics, fam. All right, DC. let's get into it. Let's start with the Pels trade rumors and ideas. You had introduced some interesting ideas to the family members. I remember you talking about Murray, DeJounte Murray, and mentioning him in terms of I forgot what trade scenario you had in terms of mixing him in with the
Well,
let's talk about other stuff.
DeJounte Murray and CJ McCullough. And I think we would also have to find somebody else on the Cavs roster to bring back because that money wouldn't cover. But yeah, man, I think he would be an excellent addition. You give Willie a guy that he actually likes, that plays defense, and somebody on the flip side that can actually please what most of, I guess, the Pell supporters see we need, and somebody who can hit 3-point shots and has some offense, as well as another need we have as a point guard. He's a true point guard, even though he's not really allowed to fully play that role with the Hawks because they have Trae Young. But I think he would fit right in, man. A lot of people don't know him and Brandon Ingram are pretty cool. They've been tight for a long time. I I don't even know how they have that friendship, but I tripped out off of that when he was a free agent. Oh no, he was trying to get traded. We found that out when he was leaving the Spurs. So I think he would fit right in the locker room. You got a defensive minded guy that loves to facilitate, but also can get buckets if he got to as well. And he's pretty solid rebounder.
Yeah, I like that trade. To be honest with you, I do like DeJounte Murray. His deal is a 5-year deal at 18.2 mil. He's averaging right now it's about 17 a game. I think that is.
So you
Is
take
that
the CJ contract and cut it in half. Now we would have to let me look at the Atlanta roster, man, see if I can see. Because CJ is making what I think 33 million dollars.
that's 35 according to this. I have to
Wow.
look at
DeJounte Murray, where's he?
ESPN said, yeah, this is ESPN's right here trade machine for the family members. They got the 35.8 for 3 years.
I don't know how the hell we make the money match.
And you got to put somebody else with them, man. So I don't know. I don't know how you would make that
I
work.
mean, who are they trying to get off of?
I don't know. That's a whole nother thing, you know. That's why I said the money, it doesn't work there. But I mean, there's a
Looking at Bogdanovich and Hunter right there. You know, those two guys. If we sent somebody back, that could match with one of those. But well, actually, yeah, we'd have to send a small contract back. But I don't think they would want to get rid of either one of those guys.
no, I don't think so on Bogdanovich. But let's keep. That's an interesting trade perspective to think about, you know. And that, like we said, as we get into January and we get closer and closer to February's trade deadline, we're gonna start hearing a lot of stuff. We were hearing it already with Jared Allen, with the Pelicans, and the talk is starting to spark up with Jared Allen again. So let's kind of readdress that again. And we'll be talking about that a lot, getting ready.
Put Cleveland on the other side. Let's put Cleveland on the other side and look at that.
All right, Jared.
We working that's 20 million, man. So okay. So we got to give up JV. What are we gonna give up, JV and Kyra? I guess that's a perfect match.
Lex, you can feel free to chime in anytime. I know you're a big Kyra Lewis supporter.
Oh goodness gracious! I don't know why you
Ricky
said
Rubio is retired.
I'm gonna bring you on in there with it. I know you support Kyra so much.
Hey, I don't have a problem with Kyra. I just wish he would play and perform, you know. But like I said, I mean, it is a business, so it's about your productivity, and he's just not doing that for some reason. He does it well in the G League, which is great, but I mean, that's not really gonna get you far.
Let me ask you this, Lex. We know, and we've been big time supporters for Valanciunas, right? We know what happened with the start of the season with the Pelicans and the Octopus along with Trajan were trying to work a deal with Valanciunas, and then it fell apart. They couldn't come to the number. They couldn't come to the proper amount that they agreed upon. So they just went into the season. Valanciunas has really performed very admirable in this season. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, with several games, if the Pelicans had played through Val, I think they would have won some of those games. You know,
Hmm.
finally getting them to understand. Listen, if you get him going in the game early, his defense improves. He takes pressure off of everybody else. Now, as we
Exactly.
get closer to the trade deadline, what are your feelings on Valanciunas? Do you think the Pelicans, if they can't, what do you think should happen with the Pelicans? Should they re-sign Valanciunas, or if they can't come together with a deal, what what you think would be a best possible outcome for Valanciunas? Did Jared Allen fit for what you think the Pelicans are doing?
Um, I really like JV. I think since he's been with the Pelicans, I mean, he's just now being used correctly. I mean, we could have had this type of usage and more around this time if we had gotten him more acclimated like earlier. But the way that we're using him, it's working on our behalf. We just haven't been doing it for a long stretch. I mean, one thing that's really nice about JV is that JV has been available. I don't think no one really thinks about that part is the fact that he has been available. He's been ready. He has a skill set that we don't use a whole lot, or we'll use it and then in the fourth quarter when it really matters, we go away from him. So I just think, the fact that we're using him now, um, I mean, because he's a walking double double and he's a skilled big man. Um, I would love to keep him. I mean, I know he is flat footed. He doesn't have a whole lot of agility. We can name pros and cons of a lot of players. Jared Allen, I've when I went to see him at the game, he looked nice. I mean, right now he's carrying the team. D. Mitch isn't playing. Garland isn't playing. Evan Mobley is out. So he's actually been stepping up as far as being that guy, which is really something because he's never been in that position and he's really embraced that role. So I do admire that about him as far as stepping up to the plate because he's basically all they have. Because they've actually gone back to an old school type um, as far as play since a lot of key guys are out. But I mean, he has pros and cons to his game. He can't shoot behind the arc, so he's going to be in the paint probably a whole lot more than Jonas is. That's one thing that Jonas can do. He can shoot outside. I mean, he doesn't fall in love with it because he is a big guy, and we want big guys down low. But that's something that he has to his arsenal and that he's comfortable with, which is something that Jared Allen doesn't. So, I mean, it's a pros and cons thing. It really, to me, it comes down to how the coach uses the players. You can have all types of different talent, but if the coach isn't using that talent correctly, then nobody's going to work. And that's really what it comes down to.
That's true, Lex. Well, what about Doc Ock? Because that's why we're proposing this trade idea. I firmly believe where there's a lot of smoke, there's fire. And I think it could be a possibility they go after the Jared Allen trade. Although myself, I wouldn't want to see it happen. But in the event that they did do so, who is there a way we can have Jared Allen and JV? We would have to give him up if they want to go that route. Obviously, Willie does not want to close with JV down the stretch. Performances like last night don't make it any better. And they got Larry Nance back, so we're gonna see a lot more of him. Will we lean into a defensive center all the way? And then maybe, just maybe, the little caveat we may get for that, could we see Trey added to the starting lineup if we went with a defensive center?
You know what? That I did think about that, DC, and that does sound good, but there still has to be there definitely has to be a healthy balance. And I think really one of the problems is that sometimes, obviously, Willie's going to go with defense. We know that. He's going to go with defense. But I think that's kind of like what the problem is that we kind of have a battle between the offense and the defense because we don't necessarily have strong two-way players. We have guys that it's kind of like a give and take, like maybe, hey, this person is 60% offense, but they're 40% defense. Or they're 20% offense and 80% defense. You see what I'm saying? We don't really have that balance like 50-50, like, hey, he can score and he can defend or whatever. But it almost seems like it's a battle out there. But sometimes we struggle on offense. Like we get stops, but if we get stops and we can't, you know, get shots up, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to say, but I don't know. I mean, that would be interesting because in a way, I kind of feel like it would slow the game down a little bit more to have two bigs out there like that. But you're saying like one of them coming off the bench, right? I don't know how. I mean, I think
Yeah.
the how much they're being paid kind of depends on that because who's coming off the bench?
Mm.
Like between Yona, if we got Jared Allen, who between
I think it would have to be JV because JV has done it in the past and he's shown a history of them being successful doing that. But in the playoffs, obviously they had to go away from it. Um, so it definitely have to be him. We seen him go a full season torching second units, averaging 18 and 12 or 18 and 11, whatever it was. Actually was more successful in the way they used them with the second unit than we using them now. So it definitely have to be him.
so who if we had Jared and JV, so who are we giving up? Because and I'm thinking like I guess Nance, but at the same time, I
That don't
actually
really make sense because Larry he came from Cleveland, so I guess maybe they probably would take him back. I don't know, but yeah, that'd be kind of crazy. I wouldn't want to give up Larry Nance, but
yeah
he does make 10 million, so that's you got to get the 20. So maybe like what Larry and Dice and some draft picks.
I
I
don't know
think
if I like
Dice.
that trade.
What about what is DJ's favorite guy? What's his name? Come on, help me.
Cam Reddish.
Corey. You are so funny. I said DJ's favorite guy. Cody. Cody Zeller.
Oh, he said a DJ. I thought it said
Yeah.
DC's favorite guy. Oh,
Well, I guess it was maybe I wasn't clear because
no, that was just me. I
Right.
thought we asked. I'm sorry, but yeah, what you said. Which player is it, Lex?
Cody Zeller.
Oh, Zeller. Yeah, yes, yes. Let me
Cody
see.
Zeller. I don't know because I mean Jared Allen is a big piece. Right now he's the guy. So that wouldn't either. I mean, a lot of teams will want somebody important on your squad, to because he's carrying them right now.
So DC, your idea is to have Jared Allen with Valachunas here. Is that what you're
Whoa, whoa,
saying?
whoa, whoa, whoa! Not really my idea. Technically, I don't want Jared Allen at all. But since we're hearing
You
so
are so
much,
funny.
since we're hearing so much talk about us potentially getting Jared Allen, anytime I look in the Pelicans news cycle, I keep seeing Jared Allen leaked to us.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of a way we could possibly get Jared Allen while still keeping JV. Because if you think about it, them moving away from Jared Allen kind of or thinking about doing that kind of tells me they want to go with Mobley. You know, as their center. So if they want to go with Mobley as their center, do they really even want JV?
I don't know about that, DC. I mean, I don't know.
Are they looking to just get from under Jared Allen's contract?
I think they want
Basically.
something in return for him. I mean,
Yeah, a draft pick. You already know. Come on, man. We got first round draft picks. You know we got to give up first round.
them draft picks ain't shit, DC. Most of them.
Yeah.
But we got to give up a first round draft pick. You already know that.
I'm
Off
just
time.
be real with you, brother. I don't. I'm not
So
really.
they're moving.
They're gonna want-
They're moving
they're gonna want a good
with
piece.
Mobley. Go to that. Put. Let me see. Don't they have? They have a power forward on their roster.
Yeah. I mean, you got Mobley with his 8.8 million a year. Then you got Dean Wade at 5.7.
An additional power forward. I'm saying Mobley. I think they would put him as center. So I don't know if they would want to start Dean Wade. Maybe they would like a power forward.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because Mobley is the future for them. A lot of talk about Donovan Mitchell. I mean, could we possibly
Miami's
go after
looking at him.
You swap him and CJ McCullough. Would they be interested in that? I don't see why, but maybe the draft picks have something to do with it.
Yeah, because McCollum is a true two.
You add him and you add Kyra because they're still going to be trying to get under the luxury tax. But we still got to make that money match. So I guess that's a little way there. Yeah, I guess you could. If you get Kyra and you, I don't know who else we would get. You ain't getting Jared Allen and Donovan Mitchell. That's another interesting, I guess, look you could take at it. But who could we give up power forward-wise that isn't Larry Nance?
Najee.
We ain't got nothing. Najee?
Najee.
What is Najee making right now?
But he's our enforcer.
Lex, who needs an enforcer when you have a physical therapist?
Well, we need somebody out on the court.
You just get beat up and then you get it fixed.
Defend guys like Jose and stuff.
I mean, the only guys we have like that is Najee with 1.93, and then you have Uncle Earl Robinson with 1.9. So, I mean, they do have those.
You got EJ Liddell. I mean, he hasn't showed anything for them to warn them.
EJ is not ready yet, and he has a contract. So, I mean,
they do have Amani Bates. I forgot about that. I don't know if they consider him a power forward though.
I think they're gonna hold on to him.
Oh, I'm saying like I'm trying to see if they were to trade Jared Allen and move Mobley to center, who would be their power forward? Or maybe they'll just consider getting one in the draft.
I don't know. Niang looks like his feet are crisscross. I mean, the dude looks weird out there. That Niang cat.
Yeah.
Dude, watching him run up the floor.
He doesn't look like a basketball player.
No, he doesn't. I'm like, why don't they attack that dude's feet? Look how crazy his feet are. You know, I like attack.
I mean, just his whole demeanor, his face, his movements.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, he's a 3-point shooter most of the times. I mean, it's just kind of crazy. I watch Niang is like really weird looking. His footwork and all this kind of just weird looking. Well, let's bring in Mose. Mose, sir, how you doing, brother? Welcome on.
Oh, man, I don't know how I'm doing, man. These Pels are driving me crazy, man. But look, I've been waiting for this show, man, because I got this build up on me, man, from watching these games over the last couple of weeks. And you guys, I think you guys are kind of headed in the wrong direction. We don't need a center, man. We need a guard. The problem with the Pels is they don't have a guard. And that's what's killing us. You got Ingram and Zion. Basically, when they got the ball, man, they trying to score. They're not setting anybody up. The reason why we go into these scoring droughts because we don't have any ball movement. The ball gets stagnated. The ball gets stuck in Brandon's or Zion at the end of the clock, and now they're trying to force up a shot. Man, we need a guard that can set people up and run our offense. And then another problem is, man, Willie Green sucks. I hate to say it because, Willie's a brother, and we want to see, and we want to see Willie do well. Man, but look, you were a journeyman player, so he's partial to journeyman players. Man, I like Jose and I like Najee, man, but man, they sideshow guys. dude, you got a guy like Hawkins who's got star potential. Man, you got to play those guys. That's the guy that's got to get the minutes because he gives you more than what those guys give you. Okay, we on defense. Okay, I heard y'all talking about defense. Willie wants to win with defense. Then we just hear Steve Kerr said in an interview this week that they basically the NBA has basically legislated defense out of the game. You have to score. Think about it, man. Guys go to the hole, they just run into somebody, they flail, and they call a foul on somebody. So at this point, man, we got to be more offensive than defensive. I mean, like I said, I like Jose, man. You know, he's a little sideshow guy. You know, one trick pony. Same thing with Najee, man. Those guys are okay, but man, stars win games in the NBA. Guys that can shoot the basketball, right? You saw we had a lineup on the court the other night with Najee, Dyson Daniels, maybe Jose. I mean, no shooter in the game whatsoever. No shooters on the court at all. Man, Willie got to do better, man. The rotations suck. You know, we got to go out and I like a Brogdon or what's your boy who was with the backup guard from Memphis last year? Was it Trey Jones or Tyler Jones? One of them Jones boys?
It was Tyus Jones.
Yeah, Tyus Jones.
He went to the
Man, that
Wizards.
man, yeah, man, you need a guard like that. We need a smart guy that can control the game because I'm telling you, Brandon and Zion are really not that smart of players with that ball, man. They'll put their head down. Hey, I'm trying to score. I'm trying to get a bucket right now. And you see, man, Brandon just forced up so many shots at the end of the shot clock, man, because he dribble. You know, everybody standing around. We're not cutting. We're not doing anything. Man, that's all coaching. That's all coaching, man. The coaching is to me, I just don't. At first, you try to give Willie the benefit of the doubt, man. He'll brother, okay, man. You want the brother to do well. Then all of a sudden, we saying he don't have all the players. Everybody's injured. Everybody's back now. You can't even use that as an excuse anymore. At this point, man, dude, you have to have better rotation. You can't take a guy like Hawkins that's averaging double figures, stick him on the bench and don't bring him off the bench, and you're running Najee and Jose and guys who can't shoot a lick, and there's no spacing on the court. Man, man. I hate to say it because people don't like to use this word, but I'm an older guy. Man, that's retarded. Man, Willie is really special ed, bro. I hate to say it. One of them cats who stayed in the same classroom all day long. And I don't know how you guys is, but yeah, the people who you went to school with, they stay in the same classroom all day long. That's who Willie is, man. That dude he is not a smart guy. I thought he would be smarter than that. But man, he's just not smart. I don't get it, man. And then Griff, we man, look, you got to go get a
Keep
guard.
going.
For one, CJ has lost a step, bro. He's a two guard, and he's really a guy that you can't look at as your number three guy. You have a potential replacement in CJ already on the roster. That's Hawk. Hawk can take that job next year, right? He's a shooter, and that's what you want that position to be. CJ gets the ball, man. He over dribbles. If he doesn't get a shot, man, and he gets that ball on the outlet, and he's coming down, he hadn't had a shot in 2 or 3 minutes, dude. He's pulling. He ain't looking at nobody. He's just looking to shoot the ball. So many times he take bad shots. Man, I'm sick of this now, bro. Go out and get a point guard. Go get a Brogdon. Go get a Tyus Jones, whatever the guy name is.
So
Go
I take
get
it you don't like DeJounte Murray, huh?
man. How you gonna get all that money, man? You know the kind of money he's making. I mean, you
DeJounte
gotta
Murray
move
only
guys.
making $80 million. If you get rid of him and CJ and another player to make the money work from
But
Atlanta.
But you make it seem like people just want those guys you're trying to get rid of, man. That ain't how this stuff works. You got to give somebody something they want to get what you want. Okay, we want to just take the bottom of our roster and give it to somebody.
Draft
Another
picks.
guy who I think would be good here. What's the backup guard in Sacramento? He's not getting any minutes anymore. He was a lottery pick out of Baylor.
Are you talking about
Oh,
Davion Mitchell?
yeah.
Yes,
Um,
that's you need a guard. You need a lead guard, man. That's a smart guy. That's not gonna turn the ball over.
he's
Make
more
good decisions.
defensive minded.
Yeah, but he hit the open three. I can remember him busting us down a couple of times last year on open when you leave him open. But he's gonna
But
run. He's gonna run
somebody's taking his spot.
because they got a bunch of guys there, right? So now it's like who you gonna play, right?
Well,
That's
he
why I'm saying
wasn't
that's the
really
type of guy you can
performing.
get. No, I just think they got too many guys there. So if that's the point, you got to go out and get a guy that people are willing to get rid of that you see something in that somebody else don't. That's the only way you can get him for almost nothing. If not, you're gonna have to send somebody else out that's worth having, man. You're not gonna people not gonna just
So
give you a good guy and take junk back.
who we sending out for Davion Mitchell, Moles?
Davion, I mean, you can almost do something like a one and a Najee and somebody just to match salaries, right? Because we got all those draft picks and they're getting worse. The longer we hold them, the worse they get, right? We got them.
Yeah.
You can move that and go get your replacement. Think about it, man. The Bucks are still winning, so that draft pick won't be worth anything. The Lakers are still winning, man. That stuff is turning into junk. The longer you hold on
To
to it,
me, the Lakers are losing.
and you'll see. I guarantee you, by
They
the
they
time
they
the
still
league,
the Lakers though.
the league is not going to let LeBron James lose, dude. You can say what you want to. They're going to get in the playoffs, and at best, that lottery pick is. I mean, that pick is like in the 20s every year. You might as well move that thing and get you somebody that can help you. We need a guard, man. We need a lead guard. Man, Dyson Daniels, man, maybe a little bit defense, but the dude plays no offense at all. We got too many duplicate wings, bro. We got him and Najee. They do the same thing. They can't score. They play a little defense, and that's it. Man, think about it. You're watching these games, man, they're not even guarding him from the three-point line. You know, the ball keeps swinging over to the corner over there, and there's no shooter there. Man, if I'm playing the Pelicans, bro, man, Najee, Herb, what's the other guy named Dyson Daniels? Bro, they can have all they want from three-point range. I'm not guarding you. Show me that you can make 40% out there all night long. I can live with that. But I'm not letting Zion and Bi beat us.
Hey Mose, I hear your criticism of Willie Green. I really do, but I think you're being a little too harsh on him. I think that Dyson
So, Trey,
Daniels. What's up? What's up, Keegan? My bad. I got
That's Jay
I had
Black.
a little
That's
bit to
Jay
say.
Black.
I hear your criticism, dog. I hear you, but like our team is not that bad, Mose. Like we got a little bit left for the season. Like it's like what 1/3 of the season done. Just let this team develop a little bit more, man. I believe we have the pieces in
You,
place to win a championship, like or compete at least compete for a championship. Now I ain't gonna say we're gonna win it because that's a little bit of a stretch, but
man, I,
to
I,
at
I
least
would guard.
compete for a championship, we do have the pieces in place. We need Zion on his A game, and we need Brandon Ingram on his A game. If those two pieces are clicking, we have a chance. The thing is, you're right. We do get bogged down in our offense, but I attribute that a little bit more to like CJ mostly, dude. I swear he be chucking up some real bad shots sometimes, and that drives me crazy. Like there's situations in the game where we need just a 2 point, and he'll go like off the break and just shoot the three like a moving three, and he'll just miss it. There's so many times I've
Okay,
seen him do that. That drives me crazy.
this is what
That is a fair
I
criticism.
hear you talking, right? But I want you to name me three teams in the West and three teams in the East, and I'm gonna prove a point to you. Who the top teams you think right now? Give me starting with the West. Give
The
me a team.
West,
Yeah, give me your top three teams in the West right now outside the Pelicans.
man, who's killing it right now?
Come on, Denver. Come on, come on.
Man, I
Start with
don't even
Denver,
want to
man.
mention the other teams, man. That shit piss me off the real key.
No,
Because
What?
no,
I don't want to.
no. Because
We should be top
But
three, Mose. We
I
should be
but
want to
top
you
prove a
three.
got to
point to you.
understand who the competition is. It's not just the
I want to
Pelicans in
prove
the
a point.
West.
I want to prove a point to you. Okay, since you don't want to participate in the exercise, I'm gonna do it myself. Okay, Denver. Okay, who's the odds-on favorite because they won it? They got Jokic. Okay, Jamal Murray. Okay, okay. I'm gonna say let's go with the Thunders. The Thunder. Okay, they got Shea Gilgeous Alexander. Okay, give me one more team. Minnesota, they got Ant Man. My son just passed by and told me that they have dynamic guards who can control the game and score and get in pick and roll when the game get tight and get a bucket. We don't have a guy like that. We don't have a guy like that. Go to the other conference over there, right? You go over to let's say Boston. Man, Drew Holiday didn't give us jack, but he's giving them everything that we wish we could have got from them, along with Tatum. But he get their offense flowing, man. We don't have a connector. We don't have a guy that can get our offense flowing, and that's why we're hurting right now.
right, so let me
Milwaukee got beat.
hold on, Mose.
Mm.
So what is the ideal point guard for you? I agree that the Pelicans could benefit from a table setting point guard, but who is
You
that guy?
take Brogdon. Get your hands on Brogdon. You got a veteran guy who can
Who
hit.
we
Who can
giving up
hit the.
for Brogdon though, Mose? What we doing to get Brogdon?
Because he's at Portland.
Okay, what I would try and do to get Brogdon, I would give him one, and I would send Dyson Daniels, man. And we got to match salaries, right? So we got to
Damn,
get
you
some
gonna
more
give
money, right?
a one and Dyson Daniels? I like
Man,
Brogdon, but I think that's a
I don't think
overpay.
so. You
man,
saying you give up?
Dyson Daniels can't play no basketball. I don't care what nobody says.
Oh,
That
hold
dude,
on,
he'll
Mose.
never be able to score. He'll
Hold
never
on,
be able to
Mose.
score.
So
Damn,
you
you say
saying
never?
let me get it straight. You're
Never,
saying
ever,
Dyson
ever.
Daniels in the first round pick for Brogdon? Is that what you're saying?
But we got to
That's
match
a
salaries, so we got to send out some more money, right?
Yeah, because
So
Brogdon is $22.5 million with 2 years on his contract, and
yeah,
Dyson's contract is like 5.7.
so
So
who's our next? We'd have to send out him, and then oh man, we got to figure out a way to match the money.
Sending out him, Larry, and Kyra.
And you
Well,
can't say
yeah, man.
CJ because Portland's not going to take CJ back.
No. You take if you can do that. You just got to figure out a way to get the money. But what you can't do is, man, you can't fall in love with players, man. Because what everybody have a tendency to do is
It's a
fall in love with these
business.
players, bro.
Man,
You have to distance yourself from these players, man, because they all are just chess pieces on the board, man. This is a business. You got to if a guy not helping you win a championship, then they gotta go.
I think Dice could
You know
be
what?
a player that could help you win a championship, though. Mose. I think
Man,
he's 20 years old, bro. To say he ain't never gonna be nothing. It's kind
Can
of
that dude
can
kind
y'all
of
hear
barely
me?
early to
scored.
say that, man.
Yeah.
Can
Man,
y'all hear me?
okay.
You know what,
You
Mose?
know,
I
the
actually
one thing
agree
about the NBA.
with Tyus Jones. I actually think that he would be a better fit.
Yeah, I like Tyus.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
I'll take
Tyus
either one
Jones
of
is
those
cold.
guys.
And
I'll
I
Y'all can
take
think
hear
we
either
me?
can
one of those
actually
guys.
get him from the Wizards. Because the
Mic check.
Wizards
I can
ain't
hear you
doing
real
nothing
good, son, man.
anyway. And
Yes, I
plus
mean,
he's younger. And, I think, he'd be around a whole lot longer. And he just, I don't know. That dude's just really solid to me.
man,
And
you
he's
might
not
have
hurt
to.
as much.
Man, you
Can
might
y'all
have
hear
to
me?
move. You might have to move Herb. Bro. You got to give up something to get something. You can't. Herb and Dyson is the same guy. You got two of the same guys. You gotta go. You can't expect people to say, okay, I'm gonna take your trash just to match salaries. You gotta give them something to take those guys. Man, you keep holding on to guys that that's not getting you anywhere. You have to move somebody. You have to make a bold move and
Hey,
bust your roster up and add to the okay, look, I got 3 or 4 players that I'm building around. Everybody else is expendable.
hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
yeah,
you.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I was making sure I was. But man, look, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get off of Bi and somebody else and get Kate Cunningham over here. He ain't doing nothing over there anyway.
Yeah, but they're not gonna make that
You
trade.
know
That's
what?
not a
I heard
realistic.
somebody else say that.
But
Hey,
that's not a realistic.
that'll be love.
That's not a realistic trade. Why would you take?
It could be really.
Yeah, I don't think
Detroit's not
Detroit
gonna
would do
let
that.
go. That he
Yeah,
was their
nah.
first draft
He's
pick.
the
I
he's that
know.
cornerstone guy. They're not
Yeah.
giving that guy up.
They would rather build around him.
Unless they just say forget it all, Unless
Well,
they bust it
I
all up.
mean,
They
there's
not they ain't got no other way to get nothing. Just say forget it all. They can't get rid of him. They
Yeah,
gotta ride that one.
and
we
then
gonna
they
give him
won't have
Bi.
anything at all.
We gonna give him Bi.
Man, I'm not taking Bi for
I'm
Cade
I'm
Cunningham.
I'm
He's a
high.
young
I'm
player.
high on Bi, man. I think Bi has a chance to be a superstar player in this league.
I'm
But
not
looking
saying.
at it based right now, and then the potential
Yeah.
of Cade Cunningham and him being the number one pick, I'm
I'm,
not doing that
I'm,
trade.
and I'm not sure if
If
I'm
I'm
so much
Detroit,
when
And
you
he's
watch.
on a rookie. He's on a rookie deal. Nobody trades guys
Yeah,
like
but
that.
when you watch us now, I'm not sure if it's either Willie that's not tapping into the potential of what we can be with Zion and Bi, or literally Zion and Bi don't mesh. I don't know which one it is, to be honest. I don't know which one it is,
Man, it's
but
Willie, man. Willie, man. Willie
I
Yeah.
got
thought
you.
they meshed pretty well last
I think
night.
I think they
They
just
was
fine
No
with
matter
best even moment that was
no
more
matter
towards the end
no
of the
matter
game.
who we have
Man,
on the
we
team though, the coaching has to be right. You have to be able
Yeah.
to call plays and utilize your players to the max. Willie doesn't do that.
He
We've
does not.
seen firsthand that this dude does not make adjustments well during the game, out of the half, out of timeouts. The shot selection that the team takes as a whole, it's hard. Like, and that's due to the plays that are being called, which is no plays a lot of times.
You
That's
know
why
what
they
gets
look
me,
like
Lex?
they're running around, huh?
You know what gets me, Lex? When
What?
Zion scored 3 baskets in a row and he take him out because that's his time to come out the game.
Yeah, he
Man,
does
that's
that too. He
foolishness.
cools off his own players.
That's what I'm saying.
Who does that? Why are you taking
Stupid.
out your star player during crunch time when you need a basket? You know, things like that. This is a star-driven league. Like, everybody understands that but Willie Green. That
Man,
doesn't
this-
make any sense. Why in God's name did you take Zion out, who is guarding Triple J, and put Dyson on him?
Damn, Jesus Christ.
Come on now.
Jesus, man.
That's coaching. That
And
wasn't
then-
nobody else. That wasn't CJ. That wasn't nobody
Terrible.
else but coaching.
And then another
And
thing,
they
right?
went
they treat
straight to
him-
him. I
and they-
was listening to Memphis's commentators, and they were saying, "Why did he do that?" They said it just like that.
And they
They were like, "Oh, okay. Well, thanks."
they treat Zion
You know?
as if he can't play any defense. I don't understand that.
And his
Look.
defense, his defense in that game, he was the only starter that was in the positive
Yeah. And
in
then how
that
about
game.
when they threw the alley to the rim? I'm thinking put Zion in the game, put somebody that can jump and take the ball out the air or something like, like or like come up with a better defense. Actually, I think they should have let them shoot the ball and wall up the damn paint. To be honest, that's what I think they should have did. But
They should have put someone more
Willie has no
athletic.
creativity.
Yeah, I've said that many times. Go on
Well,
and speak it.
Yeah, Willie has no creativity.
I wouldn't have had nobody guarding the ball. I mean, they
Yeah.
gonna throw an alley
And
to
Willie,
like,
and
I
Willie
don't need
admitted that
nobody
too in
guarding
his
the ball.
presser. Willie admitted
Look,
that in his presser. And
look,
that was just poor judgment right there. But he does that a
well,
lot.
and this is
game
another
was-
thing, right? We came home for Christmas, so I took my boys to the Rocket game because I had never seen Zion in person. Every time I go to the game, Zion was hurt. Man, I'm thinking I'm gonna see a big fat slob. Man, Zion is not a big fat slob like everybody on TV make it out to be. That dude is just a big guy with a big old rump. But man, that dude
Said
upper
what?
body looks like a bodybuilder.
Wait a
You
minute.
know what I'm saying? He's not a big, he's not a guy that I'm thinking the guy was gonna be gross. Man, he does not look like that. He has a huge upper body that looks almost like a bodybuilder. He's got a big old butt. He's got a little ankles and big calves, man. That dude is put together. I mean, look, maybe he can be in a little bit better shape, but he didn't look that bad to me in person.
All right. Okay. Let me give a shout out to 504 Doc for the super chat. Thank you, bro. It says, honestly, fam, we need a dirty deacon instead of a relaxed referee.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what? What's going on, 504 Doc? A dirty deacon?
A dirty deacon. All right. Okay.
Heck, man, Willie with all that old nice talk, man. Sometimes you gotta cuss somebody out, man.
He was cussing out somebody one time, fussing at the referee. We got it on the intro. That's the
No,
only
he
time I
wasn't.
Man, you gotta cuss somebody out sometime. The referee, the players,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Come on.
Lexxah is Willie's #1 supporter, so you know how that go. Aramis says, so what's good, family? Hope y'all well and hope our pals are ready for Sunday. Shout out to you, Aramis. Thank you for the super chat, sir. Appreciate you.
So what you guys think about Hawkins going down to the G League, man?
Hold on just a second, Brother Mose. Let me bring somebody else in. Brother Corey, welcome to the chat, man. Or can you hear us?
Oh yeah, I can hear you, man. I'm just listening to y'all, enjoying the conversation.
Okay.
They already know I'm not a big fan of Willie. It ain't. Already know how I feel about him. Honestly, I still go back to DC when you talked about the Murray from Atlanta. I really think that is a good decision. That'll be a good decision. Jayhawk going to the G League, it just must be reps, man. It got to be just reps because I don't see why he's not at least getting 10 minutes a game at the least. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm enjoying the conversation. Y'all can go ahead and continue while I listen.
All right, thank you, Corey. Brother Mose, you go ahead and finish your point, sir.
Yeah, but what do y'all think about Hawk going down to the G League, man? That's
I think it's
this is
comical.
crazy to me, man. Huh?
Comical.
Mose, he not getting no PT because he don't play defense
Why
yet.
not?
You know
What?
Willie Green love people who play defense. That's our head coach, man.
That's
I
If
it.
you
just
ain't
think he's
play
just getting rep.
defense, he not getting on the floor.
He
He can shoot the
Okay.
competes
lights
though.
out. He can shoot your eyes out. He can shoot from the parking
He,
lot.
he
But
competes on
he
the
is not the
defensive end
best
though.
defender at the NBA level just yet. And that's okay. He's a rookie. He just got
Man,
here.
how much defense being played in the NBA these
Right.
days, man?
And
Not
he
not
competes.
eh. How did
Ask
Dyson
Jose
beat that great
Alvarado
Defense,
how much
defense,
defense is
Mose,
being
come on
played.
now. Yeah,
Ask
how
Mose,
much
Herb
how much
Jones.
defense,
how
bro.
much
Somebody,
great defense was played by Dyson on Jaren Jackson the other night when he
Ask
ate his
Danny
lunch? How
Green
much
how much
defense was
defense
that?
being played.
Yeah, how much defense was that? Man, you gotta get man, the NBA is about making shots, about getting buckets. Man, all that defense stuff, yeah, you want to be able to hold your own on defense, but if you thinking you're gonna win an NBA game because you so good defensively, you gotta be out of your mind when all the guy gotta do is run into you and flail and he's gonna shoot free throws.
Right. This
You
ain't
gotta
the
score, you gotta
NFL.
get buckets. You gotta get buckets in the NBA.
And
Give me a bucket.
to me, his thing seems as though not so much of he can't play defense. It's just sometimes lack of awareness and communication and understanding what's going on sometimes. But as far as him going out there competing and contesting shots and moving, Hawk play with energy. I seen him get a couple steals and things like that, getting the passing lanes. He not bad at all on defense. It's just we have a comical coach. We have a comical coach.
And
Well, I
I
mean,
think he's just as
he is
solid as
giving up
CJ.
some points
Steve
on
Kerr said
defense.
last week on national TV that the NBA don't want any more defense being played. They call fouls on everything. They don't want defense being played. So, with that being said, do we
yeah,
all respect that Steve Kerr is one of the best coaches in the NBA? If we believe that, then we need
He
to be
was,
trying to score buckets, not
but
having
yeah,
Paul,
guys being
Yeah, but when
on.
the
I mean, he was
Warriors
blessed
won,
to
Paul,
have
they were
Steph
top 10
Curry.
defensive teams. Damn near every time they won,
Yeah, I
except for
mean, he
maybe
had
one
help.
time.
man. We still got to play defense, bro. We still
Yeah,
need
defense wins championships.
right. I mean, I know what the NBA trying to do. Those are lawyers. They don't. I doubt 3 or 4 of them can dribble a goddamn ball. So I mean,
I got a question.
they're trying to do legislative, but defense is still a big part of what we got to do, bro. We still got to play defense. I agree with your point about shooters and what's going on with Jordan Hawkins. However, I do agree with you.
Every rookie
I don't
goes through
know really.
defensive laws, right? And we seen the same thing with Trey. And
Right.
they
Yeah.
just trying to follow the same format. I done seen Hawk, give up back cuts and completely not know what he's doing, which is normal for a rookie on
Man, the
defense.
reason
They
why the
always say
Warriors
that's
was
the
top
hardest
10
part
in
of the game
defense,
to know.
the reason
Do
why the
you think
Warriors was
that's
top 10 in defense because you had people trying to score to keep up with them, taking bad shots, feeling all that pressure. It wasn't
Yeah,
because they was just stopping you with Steph Curry
That is true
them.
too. That's
but
true.
this
And
is
that's you.
but let's
But
not.
they
Well, that's
did play
what
defense too, Mose. Though,
we were
come
talking
on.
about.
I'm
Steve
saying
Kerr.
I'm not saying you can't play defense, but you can't
Moles,
have guys out there that can't make
Moles,
shots.
Moles, bro. Listen,
All
I
right,
hear you with
go
the
ahead.
Kerr thing, bro. We don't have Kerr here. We got Willie Green here, bro. Okay, Willie, let's, let's bring this conversation down. Okay, we don't have Steve Kerr here, bro. We don't have Mark Jackson here. We don't have Doc Rivers here. We don't
Phil
have
Jackson.
we don't have
But
none of that.
Yeah,
Willie,
we
but
got
Willie coached under Steve Kerr. He could be the next Steve
Cut
Kerr,
it
big
out,
dude.
Willis.
yeah, we got Willie
No.
Green, we got Dennis
Willis
Allen, we got
sarcastic.
Mickey Loomis,
Hey,
we got
Him and
Griff.
Monty Williams brothers.
just because you
Oh,
work under
come on,
somebody
man.
doesn't mean he's more of a carbon copy of Monty Williams than
Yes, sir.
anything.
And you see how that's
I've,
working out?
Yeah.
I've been told
Look,
y'all that.
switch Monty Williams and Willie Green.
I've been told y'all that.
I'm not gonna lie.
That. I
I
don't
think
I
believe
if we
don't see a
did switch
difference in
Monty and
Minnesota.
Willie, I think we would have won. We would have won more of them games that we didn't
We're
win.
willing.
I think
Hey, we're
y'all
winning
y'all
off talent,
y'all
man.
giving Monty a all the way bad
And let me
rep.
tell y'all something, bro. Willie
you see somebody
Green,
dropping something in your
uh,
cash here, bro.
Willie
Mike,
Green,
Mike,
Dennis
if I keep
Allen,
talking like this,
Mickey Loomis, and David Griffin got the best
hey,
jobs in the
double
world
check
because
Pelicans and Monty.
they work for a woman that they give their advice to. So
hey
we stuck with
Mose,
these people. But
Mose,
Saying, but,
Lex,
yeah,
but
DC.
Jordan Hawkins,
Yeah.
Hawkins is not getting play time. Why? Willie Green is you got to show him on the defensive end, bro. That's not a secret. You earn minutes on the court with Willie Green through the
So you
defense.
score 60,
Or you
score
have to be a
60 points.
politician like CJ because he don't
score-
play. Jordan Hawkins
What-
plays
what-
good defense just as much as CJ to me.
DJ, right?
Lex, he
He
make
got more length.
he make it 30 million a season, Lex.
Yeah,
Willie,
and he's a politician.
Yeah,
Yep.
Willie can't
Yes,
say
You know,
politician.
he's over the
I got a
players
question
union.
for y'all with Jordan Hawkins. Do y'all think Jordan Hawkins should be getting minutes, let's say, over a guy like Jose?
hell yeah,
On certain occasions, yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
I think that's
We
a
got
yes.
we got to coach. We got to coach based on game by game matchup. Like that's the part of coaching. Like we got to understand the matchups and everything that we have to do within a game. Like Lex be saying, I love when she make her commentary about how the dude don't be like he don't have no throwback punches at all. Like he don't know how to adjust the rotation. He doesn't know how to not how to keep Zion in when he got it going, and he, you know what I'm saying? There's certain things like creativity and changing things up, and you know he just looks like he's going based on script, and that's why the shit folds at the end of the game, because now it's time to see, you know what I'm saying, what you really got in your bag. You dig what I'm saying? And as a coach, and it shows at the end of the game how we perform as a team. You dig what I'm saying? So, yeah, no, absolutely.
Does he deserve minutes over Najee Marshall?
Yes, it depends
Over
on
Najee Marshall too?
man. This man put up 30 points. This dude is like that. This man put up 30 points. He a rookie and he one of the best shooters in the league already. I'm looking at it. So yes, man, this guy's he's a specialist.
He was top 3 in the rookie rankings too when he was playing. I mean, he was making some noise.
And mind you, I'm proud of. I like Najee and Jose. Najee's been impressing me, and I appreciate how he has been. He hasn't. Think about Najee. He doesn't do anything wrong, but it's just sometimes we just need more out of somebody else that can just do a little bit more as far as the outside shooting, spreading the court, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Same for Jose. You know what I'm saying? It's not that they're doing so much of wrong. It's just we got guys that can do a little bit more.
Najee and Jose, you can buy them on the shelf at Walmart, man. Like,
damn, God damn.
Bro,
He must be
no,
talking about GTA.
Which
Mose, you got
And
some
Naruto.
You gotta have somebody
Maybe not
come
Jose,
up.
though.
Look,
It's okay. Get it all out.
Goodness gracious.
take a look.
Hey, Mose, you all right, brother?
Man, look, bro. I'm just sick of it.
If you can't shoot,
Man,
that's it.
Go ahead,
And it
Mose. Go ahead, bro.
NBA is about scoring, man. You know, those guys are journeyman players, man. They make minimum salary, man. Ain't nobody knocking your door down to get Jose and Najee Marshall for you, man. Like I said, you can get that on the shelf at Walmart. A guy like Jordan Hawkins, man, you got to call somebody to come unlock that to let you see that before you can buy it. Man, there's a difference. Like what you guys are younger than me. There's levels to this thing, like the young people like to say. There's levels to this, man. Those guys are journeyman guys. They're never gonna be catalysts on your team to help you win. Jordan Hawkins is a potential star, dude.
Yeah.
He's a potential. Man, look, you can shoot NBA. Man, that's like having a strong arm in
I do
baseball.
agree with you there, Mose. Jordan Hawkins is cold-blooded at the 3-point shot.
It's a
I
commodity.
give you
Dude.
that.
The
They
midi
compare
with
him to
the
Ray
midi
Allen.
with the contest.
Dude, they compared him to Ray Allen, and then
Yeah.
he's a better athlete than people thought he was. Man, that dude can hop. He's quick. All he's gonna do is get better, man. I'd rather live and die with a guy like that that's got the potential to be a top 3 guy on my team for real than mess around with a couple of guys, a couple of like in boxing bums, a couple of tomato cans, man. And I love Najee and Jose for what they give you, but dude, come on, man, them dudes ain't no 10s, bro. That's when you've been at the club late at night, man, and you drunk and you just, man, I gotta take something home. That's what the hell that is.
Dang.
So if we
first round.
remove Jose and
Man,
Najee, are we
hard.
still
Forget-
contending
Lex-
for a
Lex,
championship?
forgive me
You
for my
do
metaphors,
understand
right?
these are 2 players that's only making $2 million a year, bro. I think they are
And that's
awesome.
what they deserve. That's
And
what they deserve.
I mean,
Jordan
Oh, come
Hawkins
on,
has
man.
received a lot of praise, but I do think his size, because he is small, I guess for his position, I think that would be the only thing. But he's received a lot of high praise from coaches and veteran players. I mean, the guy, like Mose was saying, he does have a game like Ray Allen, which he studied. I mean, he's already went to Steph and asked him or told him that he wanted to train with him in the offseason. He did that after they lost to the Warriors. He said that in his presser. So, I mean, the thing is that just his zeal, he really does have it. I mean, because he, to do something like that is just where his mind is. He really does want to get better, and he has it in him to get better. And just where his game is right now, he's shown that. So it will be nice for him to get some more clout. And I will say this: Willie Green has actually run some plays for him.
Yep, he does. He
which
does
is
run plays
which
for
is
him.
really something.
Wait, hold up. Breaking news.
What?
The Wizards are open to trading Tyrus Jones. Weren't we just talking about it?
Yep, we need to go out and get him.
Are you serious?
They just
We need
dropped
to be first in line.
They need to get on that. They need to get on
be
that.
first in line.
We won't.
Because I was definitely with you on that, Mose. That was a good one.
Man, go get me a guard.
He's solid.
He going right to the
Hey,
Miami.
Lex, think about this, right? How many? Think about this. Let me tell you how different Jordan Harkins is, right? Name guys in the history of NBA when we talk about movement shooters, guys who can come around screens and square up and shoot the ball.
That's
You're only
still
talking
hot.
about Steph, Kyle Carver, Ray Allen. There's not a lot of guys in the NBA that can do that, that can come off those pin downs and catch that ball on the move and square up and knock down a three. That's not a lot of guys can do that. Man, that's how different that guy is.
Yeah. Oh, shoot, Rip Hamilton.
Rip Hamilton. And then Rip Hamilton was a mid-range guy. So
and the dude who
was
was
a mid-range guy.
Too. Yeah. But he can shoot mid-range. He can shoot mid-range and from behind the arc.
With the hand in his face.
Yeah.
Yes. Man, you got
his release is quick too. He has a quick release.
Look, you got his offense is his defense. Man, you got to run around and guard that. You got to keep somebody on him. He opens the game up for your two stars. Man, I'm keeping that guy on the court, man. Look. Man, CJ has lost a step. CJ gonna be stealing money from us next year. Ain't no two ways about that.
Well, CJ's
He's gonna be taking that money up with a mask and a gun.
It's not gonna be him. It's either gonna be Jose or Najee.
Yeah, I know, but after this, I'm looking to move CJ after this year. I mean, look.
Well, hey, trust me, Mo. Somebody's gonna be moved. Somebody is going to be moved because they're not going to keep everybody.
You don't want to make the same mistake the Saints made with Cam Jordan. Hey, bro, thank you for your service, but you can't play no more. You understand what I'm saying? At some point, bro, you know, guys, you can't love guys that can't play anymore. You know what I'm saying? Let him go somewhere else and steal somebody else's money. Let him come back and he'll retire and we give him a front office job. You know what I'm saying? But you can't keep holding on to these guys because they've been with you. Oh, man, Jose's so nice. He's a small guy. He like to sneak up from behind people and steal the ball and stuff like that. Man, all that stuff is carnival tricks. You understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's
Harlem Globetrotter.
Hold on, Moses is on fire, man.
Mose got some vitriol.
Moses on fire.
Harlem Globetrotter
What
type
a vitriol!
stuff.
Like, you go and get at the Mose.
Yeah, the vitriol is Mose got the vitriol now, man. Mose,
man, I'm ready to
call Najee Marshall and Jose Alvarado. What he said, you can pick them up.
He said you can pick them up on the shelf at Walmart, bro.
And then he said that if you got to leave the club,
you know they ain't got nothing on the shelf at Walmart. He said you could still get them now.
Yeah, man.
Jose Alvarado sneaking up behind you, stealing the ball is carnival tricks.
Come on, man. That's all that is. Bro, look, I think we got if they made some strategic smart moves, bro, the NBA is wide open right now. The Pelicans can actually win a championship if they make some moves, man, and stop falling in love with guys who, man, just ain't, man, come on, man. I don't want to fall in love with that. But you know what? I got a buddy always say, if you keep a stink dirty dog around long enough, you're gonna start to love it, man. And that's what Jose and Najee are, man. You got to get somebody that can do more than that.
Come on, bro. Now they stinking dirty dogs.
God damn,
man, y'all look, man. That's metaphors, man. All that is metaphors, man. Not literal. You know what I'm saying?
What the hell kind of metaphors, bro? That's dirty dogs. You at the club and you need to pick something up to go.
I know what I said. Like what they like a dirty dog. That's a simile, man. It's a simile, man. Because I said like a dirty
Well,
dog.
you had
I said,
too much to drink too, Big Q. Don't forget about the liquor.
yes, blaming on alcohol. Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, Mo's, bro. Mo's firing on
Look,
all cylinders tonight, bro.
dude, I'm not, man. You can't fall in love with no man. Don't fall in love with a 3, bro. I'm serious. Don't do that.
You need role
Don't do that.
players, Mo's. Bro, they're not stars. They're
But
role
role
players.
players are interchangeable, right? Until I get something better, right? Then give me a star, and then a role player got to go. He got to go, man. Look, those guys are okay if the end of the bench guys, but to me, Hawkins should be getting rotation minutes, man. That's crazy. We need shooting, man. We lose leads and we can't score the ball. The ball die, and we got Hawkins sitting on the bench, and we got Dyson Daniels parking in the corner throwing up bricks. Boom, bombs over Baghdad. Man, just throwing up bricks. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
Mose.
What?
Hey, Mose.
Whoa.
So with that being said, who all on the roster are the most expendable?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you the ones who I can trade. I can trade B.I. Trey Murphy, who I think Willie is dumb, don't give him enough mental crazy ass dude. So Zion, B.I., Trey, and Jose. I'm not Jose, I mean Jonas, right? Those are my 4 guys. Everybody else can be moved. That's from Herb on down. I love Herb, man. Herb is a good
Jordan
player, bro.
Hawkins, you gonna keep him too.
I want to keep Hawkins. Those are the guys that I want to keep, right? Everybody else can get on that, can get in that car with Dennis Allen and Cam Jordan and Derek Carr and get the hell up on out of the city,
Hey,
bro.
hold on.
For real.
What Cam Jordan did, Mose?
Man, when the last time Cam Jordan made a
Jordan
tackle,
and
bro?
all them games, bro.
When the last time he made a tackle, bro? When I watch every Saints game, I stream everything. I live in Houston, but I watch every game, man. I stream everything. Dude don't make no plays. I love Cam Jordan, man. One of my favorite Saints. But at this point, bro, you can't do nothing for me no more. You got to go, man. It's a business.
He hurt, man. He hurt. He can't play. Him playing hurt ain't working no more. I give you that.
Man,
trying to play hurt.
He's still picking up them checks.
So you would move Herb because Herb is being looked at by a lot of people.
But I can get something back for her. I can get maybe.
I'm not moving Herb, Lex. Brother Mose, I'm not moving Herb, bro.
No, I don't want to move Herb. I'm just saying, like, Herb is like he has, he's making noise as far as around the league. That's what I was saying. Is that really someone that you want to move? That's what I'm getting at.
Oh, I would if I can get something. If I can get something I want for him.
Like who?
If I can get that guard I'm looking for in the backcourt, man. If it took her to move,
if CJ's gone, you already got the point guard.
No. CJ's here now. We're talking about right now today. If I can move, I would move Herb at the deadline for a guard if that's what it took. I got Dyson Daniels.
I'm not doing that, Mo. That's a bad play, dog. That's terrible.
I ain't moving Herb.
I don't know how y'all fall in love with people that can't help you, man.
Would you move Herb for Zach LaVine?
Have to win. We're trying to win a championship, bro. We're trying to win a championship here. Okay.
When I think about Herb, I think about like Bruce Bowen to the Spurs. Like he's that caliber of a defensive player.
Yeah, the reason why Bruce Bowen worked because you had.
I know what he had, but you said you're talking about championship, but you're talking about you have to have that one guy who's guarding the best player on the opposing team. You gotta have it, huh?
You got to.
Thought Dyson Daniel does the same thing.
I think Herb
not
is actually
not the same, bro.
Dyson is a lower tier of a Herb. I've really paid attention.
I think Dice might be a little better against faster guys on the perimeter. I give him that. But overall defense, nah, he ain't on her level.
This is for Q. If they told you, if somebody came to you, if the good Lord came to you and told you to move Herb Jones for Tyus or whoever, and you would win a championship, what would you do?
I listen to God if he told me to do that, but I'm arguing with God, bro. But I'm listening.
There's a lot of beings out here that are playing God though, so make sure it's the right one.
What kind of low
I command you, Q.
I'm just saying.
I
It
mean,
might be somebody else.
right.
His name might be Lucifer.
You get rid of Herb. I'm saying, God, oh my God, hold on, Herb. Herb is our best defensive player. We gonna trade him for Tyus. No, bro, I don't know.
What he gonna
Why
do?
would
He
you
gonna
think
do
it
like
would take Ty? It would take moving
Yeah.
Herb to get Tyus
he's
though.
gonna
You
do.
don't need
He
you
might
don't
do
need
you
that
like
much
he did
stuff happening.
Abraham. You know, he told Abraham to go kill his first son, to sacrifice his first
Oh
son.
my
He
God, are
gave him
Damn,
you
that ram in the
serious?
Ty,
bush.
come on, Mose,
Oh,
man.
you didn't go on biblical on him.
Mose
I
done
know.
went
Yeah,
everywhere
he
tonight,
might.
man. We
That
done went
might
to
be a ram in the
Walmart.
bush.
We going back in the Old Testaments.
That might be a ram in the bush, man.
But you
Man,
don't
look,
need to
I'm
move
trying to
that
win a
much for
championship,
Tyrus,
bro.
though. You don't need
Bro,
to
look,
move that much for him,
We could
though.
get tires for just a first round pick, man. I think that
Even
would
I'm
be
not
that.
more
saying.
than
I'm not
enough to
saying
get him.
we of course we being we
We
speaking
could
hypothetically.
easily get Tyus Jones, man. I think that's feasible, Mose. Like when you said that, that really made a lot of sense.
Man, go get me a guard, man.
Yeah,
Please go get me
Tyus.
a guard.
Yeah,
All right, I take that. I want
that's
Tyus.
feasible.
Oh
And he
my
played.
Go
I,
get
I
me
didn't
a
realize he
guard.
played at Duke, man. Wow.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he won a championship
Won that
with
Wow.
championship. It's Jaleel Okafor and them, right?
yeah, Jalil Okafor
Wow. I didn't
and
realize he played at Duke, man.
Justice Winslow and
Yeah.
Grayson Allen.
Yeah.
Hmm
So he fit right. He'll fit right in with Bi and
Yeah.
Zion.
He was around all
Well,
school.
Zion played with his brother, Trey Jones,
Yeah.
Yeah, Trey
Right.
Jones.
and they're basically a resemblance of each other.
Right.
Yeah, but no, Tyus is a better shooter than the other one.
Yeah, I agree. Hmm
You know,
Mo-
so I mean that's the type of guy you need now. It's not gonna take Herb to get him, like I said, but if somebody came available and Herb was the guy that had to go, and bro, I'd be like, hey, bro, man, thank you for your service.
I think Mose is like, I want a point guard, man, to set the table. Hey, bro, I'm not mad
He
at
right.
Yes,
He
point
right.
guard. Right,
yes.
I agree with
We
that.
don't have a guard, bro, and that's
Well,
what
that's
hurts
why they
us. That's why
running
we
that.
bogged down.
Well, you running the point guard by group, and you see Bi handling the ball, you see Herb handling, you see Zion handling the ball, and you're
How that's
right.
working for you?
Just a lot of. Well, I mean, it works sometimes it doesn't. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad at having a point guard to set the table. But like I said, man, it's you gotta have to give up something to get them, and without disturbing what you have set. Because I think they have a pretty good set of players right here, man. And I'm not falling in love with the players like Mose elegantly says. Is that But I just think that if we're gonna get a guy like Tyus is good. I don't know how much he makes. I have to look up and see how much money.
Well, he's a backup point guard, so
Can't be a lot.
it can't be that much. That's why I was saying that's actually feasible. Like it really is.
You
I
like
mean,
this guy, Alex?
yeah, he's solid. I've seen
Anybody
him
who
play.
like point guards like Ty, man. How do you
Ty
not
He's
is
like
solid.
Ty?
okay. So you all
Look,
can
he's definitely
understand.
listen to you. You like
You see
Tyus
what happened
Jones.
to the Memphis without him, huh? When Ja wasn't there, all them other
But think
Yeah,
times
about
when
it when
Ja wasn't there, they kept winning. Who you
but
think that
this
was?
exactly,
yeah.
but
Tyus
this
exactly.
Jones when he was
Tyus
in Memphis,
Jones.
they were winning. So yeah, I've seen him. He gave us fits.
but
So
DC,
yeah,
man,
it would be great to have him.
DC sitting up here trying to get mad at me because I asked a question about the point
Yeah,
guard. And I can't listen to you because you true
you
care.
ain't listen to God. You damn right I'm mad at you.
God. Jamal said that was the Henny talking.
Oh wow.
Hey, we got one more family member. La Greatness. Are you there? Can you hear us? La Greatness. Could you unmute yourself, please? All right. Okay, they must. Okay, your device is not connected. Probably pop back in, my friend. Something went wrong there. All right. So anyway, fam, yeah, I've seen Tyus play before. I'm looking up to see what his numbers are in terms of what his contract is. And hold on here, I'm trying to find it. But yeah, I'm
But
not. Yeah, go ahead.
we're getting Jones. We're gonna still have our roster stacked. It's still gonna come down to Willie Green coaching the right way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna have
There
to
you
have
go.
he gonna have to have faith in Jones to allow him to play the ball. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's gonna take crazy shots because we know he don't do. We watched him play, so we know he
Yeah,
can run a
very
system.
strong
But his
option.
coach gonna let him run that system. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But would this not detract about how we're supposed to been playing by pushing the pace? We're supposed to push the pace. We're supposed to be a top 5 pace team. I know it don't look like
Yeah.
it sometimes, but it wouldn't setting the table and having half court offense like be counterproductive to what we trying to do.
Tyus does push the ball, but when the game slows down, we still have to be able to play in the half court. And in the playoffs, yeah, when defense is up higher than usual, like we're gonna need someone who can stay calm, keep their composure, and run and execute the play. And that's something that Tyus Jones can do. As you can see down the stretch, like we're not looking good in the clutch. We
Not at
have,
all. It's so
you know,
frustrating.
what's his name? CJ and Brandon down the stretch, they were panicking. And these are vets. They're supposed to be the leaders of the team, panicking. We can't have that. Letting the clock go all the way down to, like 2 seconds and can't even get a shot off. Like that can't happen. But we're not looking good in the clutch at all. You said DC, you said we were like 0-7. Is it 0-7 now? As
Well,
far as
it should
point.
be 1-7 now because we won that one last night.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, 1-7. 1-7 when it's the game is determined by 3 points or less. And we're what, 5-14 when the game is decided by 5 points or less.
6. Yeah, 5. Okay.
Yeah, they got Tyus at 14 million. 14
Yeah,
million.
we got to
that's
give up
feasible.
something.
We put
Yeah,
Kyra
but
on that
we got to
thing
give
and
up
put
something.
and someone else. Put Kyra on that thing for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, hey,
You think they'll take Kyra?
Tyus is going to be a whole lot more productive. And
Kyle
I
got some
mean,
dog in him. We
yeah, but
just can't
Kyra just a
show it.
salary dump with the first round pick. You know what I'm saying? He's a salary
Yeah,
dump.
but we
I
still
throw
got to
him on
match
there.
salaries, and you still looking
Yeah,
at
Kyra don't make enough though,
giving
do
up
it?
some
I
significant.
know. He'll be on there. You can add Najee to it with a first rounder. That probably should work.
or some picks.
Now,
That you're
how not
talking about the
for the first
Wizards.
rounder gonna work?
Because
And
the
he's
Wizards, they
getting
probably
14
want
million
picks
dollars, man.
anyway.
You're not looking at the money.
If you add Kyra, how much is that? I don't know how much Kyra make, but I'm just trying to figure out. I know
5 points.
Kyra make 5. I don't know what Najee makes, but
Najee is just under 2.
oh well, never mind. It's still under.
You still need 7.6 to make that deal work. So I mean,
Gotta give up 2 players, then. Huh?
you got to
I
give
mean,
up
what
3.
about picks? Because Wizards need picks right now.
Well, yeah, but you
Gotta
got to
make
match the salaries, though.
Yeah,
Even
that's the
you
issue.
giving up picks, that's what they want. But how you gonna match the salary without giving up somebody like Hawk?
Larry
You
Nance.
damn near you ain't giving up Trey. You want to
I
give up
mean,
Larry?
well,
They love Larry Nance though. They love him.
Larry's 10.3.
keep Najee, and I'd probably say Dyson instead of Najee.
Nah, I
But
wouldn't do that.
you're not gonna re-sign Najee after this year. Najee trying to get paid.
And Kyra are gone,
He
man.
trying to get somebody.
Oh,
I think
okay.
somebody would pay him at least $6 or $7 million.
Are they going to pay Valanciunas? What do y'all guys think? Are they going to pay Val?
Man, who they gonna replace him with though?
I think they're gonna try and trade him, bro.
I
Seem
mean,
like the most Pels thing to do. We all
Man,
saying you should keep.
I really that is not a good idea, man. That really isn't. That really isn't.
Why didn't they extend him like they did last time? If they were gonna keep him, he keeps saying
I
he
mean,
wants to be here. So what's the holdup?
The money
well, I
not right.
think they're waiting because look. There's a lot going on with this team. You got to look. Trey is up for a rookie extension. Brandon's trying to get paid for extend his contract.
That's right.
Obviously, with Zion, they're trying to see if he can stay healthy for the whole season. So there's pressure on him as far as if he'll stay or if they'll trade him. JV, they got to decide if they're going to keep him. With his contract, and I know they have expiring contracts because Cody Zeller, he signed a 1 year, and obviously the thing with Najee, but you know, they can't keep everybody. So somebody's gonna have to go. And then CJ, we all know, I think I kind of feel like that's actually why we have just on a lot of games it's so up and down, because the thing is I think just the stress of thinking about, okay, who's gonna be here, who's not. I kind of feel like that wears on their mind a little bit. I'm not saying this on the surface, but it may be something that's on the back of their mind, but it could very well be the a problem
Well,
within the
we
team.
we could put Cody Zeller in that trade too. That's $3 million there. And you still have to find 4.
That's $2 million.
Shoot,
Here, DC.
EJ and
2 million
Hey,
left.
Big Q, I got a question to ask you guys.
Yes,
Man, I've been hearing rumblings about Zion's contract on stipulations about his weight and trying to stay under a certain power. He losing money. Is that true? Or do y'all know any details about that?
well, after he just played 29 games on last season, his contract wasn't guaranteed. And I guess because there was a lot of talk within like the past week about it. And I guess there's this like a certain date where it kind of comes into fruition where it kicks in. So, I mean, we kind of already knew that information, but it wasn't, I guess it didn't kick in until like a week ago or something. So but he was no longer guaranteed because he had just played 29 games last season. So I don't
Well,
know.
they dropped it. Well, Lex, they dropped it right around the same time. They was all delving in on Zion. All that
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, and all of it happened at the same time. It was like it was kind of like beautifully orchestrated in a
Yes, it
weird
was.
sense.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. It was diving on in on him. All right.
Man, it sucks.
Shout out to our family chiming in on Instagram. J Tyree, Rexla, Lincoln Shy. What's happening? Kai the Great, Blasey Boy. Shout out to y'all on the Instagram. 2K Nola. What's happening, fam? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up? What's up?
How you doing, man? Welcome
Hey, how
on in,
you
bro.
doing?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. What I heard the conversation about Hawkins going to the G League, which I thought was outrageous to send somebody like that to the G League when I thought he's literally like better than our entire bench. Like that kid, Trey Murphy shouldn't even be on the bench. But outside of him, I think Hawkins was catching on very well. And when you talk about these games, when we lose to teams like Utah, we lost to the Lakers, are we losing to the Grizzlies? I feel like a lot of that was because of lack of spacing. If somebody keep loading the box on Zion and Ingram's not hitting his shots, somebody like Hawkins and Trey having those two guys out there would loosen up the defense than having guys like having those shots go to somebody like Dyson or somebody like Najee and hoping, or somebody like Herb and just hoping that they make shots. You actually have a real threat out there on that end. As far as trades, I saw a lot of people. I think it'd be smart to try to throw a trade at Detroit since they had over 20, 25 losses consecutive. I think their fans will be looking for something fresh, and that GM will be a little desperate to make a move. And they got a piece or two over there that probably help the Pelicans on the point guard side. I don't think somebody like Jose, Nazi, anybody that can't really shoot the ball is replaceable for this team. We have a competitive roster. We have one of the most competitive rosters in the league. It's just that we need that little bit of spacing. And sometimes I feel like Willie Green might hold them back, but that's pretty much it. I think Detroit would be a good team to trade with, though. A lot of people going after DeJounte Murray right now, so he's on the board. So that would be another point guard help that can also defend that you shouldn't mind giving up somebody like Dyson or somebody for.
Who would you who are you looking at on Detroit?
That new kid they just got, I think his name started with a J, I forgot.
Jason
Forgot his
Ivey.
name. What
Yeah,
his name?
Jaden Ivey.
Aiden.
Yeah, Ivy is good. If you look at Cade Cunningham, if they want to go big or go home, and they're looking for somebody fresh, Cade Cunningham dropped like 30, 40 points the last 6 games straight. And
And you
with
think
that's with about 8 to 10 rebounds. So if they want a load of just new players for somebody like him, I'll go big. I'll go after him, see what they want for him. We're gonna have to give up a lot for him, but we have a lot. We have a hey, we got a CJ and Jonas for Cade and that aggressive center that they have. We have stuff like that on the squad that we could make a trade to bring to a desperate team like that.
Uh, I don't know, man.
sounds,
I mean,
that sounds good? I'm not gonna trade those guys.
yeah, the Cade Cunningham. I think we kind of touched on the Cade Cunningham. Do people really believe that they'll trade Cade Cunningham right now? I mean, he seems like we talked about. That's a
No
cornerstone.
way, no how.
He's the
Dude, he's
only
a
one
young
who's giving them a
superstar.
chance.
Them
He
people
was
say
on
they
he
ain't
was
giving
on
up
the he was on their trade
Bogdanovich.
block last year.
They're
He
not
was
gonna
on
give
their
up
trade block.
Bogdanovich unless they get what they said a significant offer, the 4 first-round picks and all this nonsense, and they're gonna trade
Yeah, but
Jay
nobody don't want
Cunningham.
him now.
I'll give him
I don't
that for
think it's gonna
Cade. For
happen.
Cade, for Cade, I'll give
Well,
him
that's what
two,
they're
three
asking
picks.
for Bogdanovich.
I'll give him 2, 3 picks because you're not gonna give up enough players to get a Bogdanovich. I'll give up 2, 3 picks. I'll give up CJ. I'll give up Jonas for Cade Cunningham to be on side of Zion and Ingram. This is somebody who rebounds more than Jonas and plays more defense than CJ and actually scores more than CJ. So I can
So you
actually
trying
run the
What,
point
what,
you telling
guard.
me
what,
That
what
costs
are
a
we
lot of
I
you
can
getting
money
do
for
telling
the
that.
though.
size factor?
That sound good, but I don't think they take that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't.
they gonna want Zion or Big Guy in that trade, bro.
Yeah,
I don't want them either
a
if I'm
star
the
I
for
Dallas
I'll
Mavericks.
give up
star
Man,
for a future star.
this team outside of ticket sales. I will be open to trading to Zion because you getting somebody that this person he don't shoot threes, don't shoot free throws well. He get to the basket. He's real aggressive getting to the basket, but that don't mean nothing in the game where teams are shooting well. You could shoot twos all day. But if you got somebody that Zion not closing out every time he don't get a foul call, he not getting back on defense, and guys are scoring in transition, it gives you something to think about there. If this guy can't make free throws, if this guy can't do anything besides get to the rim.
man, you'd have to sell Zion for penny on the dollars right now, man. People don't want him like that.
I like Jalen Ivey though, but I don't know if they're gonna give that up.
Yeah, I
He
don't.
gonna have to give up Herb for somebody like that
The,
and
the
some picks.
I don't think
You say you won't do that.
I don't know if the Zion thing, like that people talk about trading Zion right now. I don't think the Pelicans ready to do that right now. They want to see what Zion could do. They really do believe that he's going to eventually take it to the next level. I don't think they moving him, but if
Hello,
we're at a
somebody
situation.
there.
Can
How
y'all hear?
much how much time Q would you give Zion to be like, hey, he took it to the next level? Would
He
you
this
say
is
All Star break?
the start of his new contract with the
Yeah,
team.
bro,
He's
it's going to be a little
this.
long.
I mean,
Yeah, that'll be about 4
they
more
got him
years.
for yeah. I mean, why would they sign him for that long? And a lot of times when you have choose somebody at number one, that usually means that you're trying to build around that
Around
piece.
him. Yes, yes.
They're not trying to give. I mean, that's going number one is a big deal. I mean, and we've seen in spurts what Zion could give you. I mean, and it looks really good. And the his ceiling is really ridiculous because I mean, you got to think from the time that he came in the league, he was showing that he was dominant. So I mean, really, yeah. I mean, to trade Zion, I mean, just it's like then why did you draft him in the first place?
I think David Griffin questioned the draft for Zion. For sure. I don't think Zion was his first pick. I think he actually wanted John Morant. Um, I also
That's
think
not true.
with that piece of why trade Zion, you you got him on the contract for however long you got him. But I feel like that piece, if you move Zion for somebody else that can actually move, like that can actually move the ball, that can actually pass the ball, shoot, defend, it's gonna. I think if you trade either Zion, Ingram, or CJ, the team gonna go up either way. But one of them, all of those pieces together with Zion, Ingram, CJ, and Jonas, it just don't work. We always got to get off to slow starts with them. We always down in the half at halftime when we come out with that starting five. I just don't think those five work. Somebody got to go out of the of three that we have, and I think Jonas has been the most reliable one out of all four of those.
You won't be able to
So
move CJ
Yeah.
until he gets in the last year of that contract when he's expiring. Nobody's gonna take him for that amount of money for what he does now.
If CJ's traded with a contender, they'll I think they'll probably do
Is
that.
you think CJ is a difference maker on a contending team with that type of salary?
They
absolutely,
a lot of people
absolutely.
yeah, a lot of people felt like
No,
he was
I would.
exactly that when he was at Portland before he got traded to the Pelicans.
Man, y'all sound like Dale Demps, man. I wish y'all were my GM I was trying to trade with if y'all would do that.
But I think the Pelicans are okay with being mediocre. Like Ben, you see the same stuff go on, and guys don't get punished for making mistakes. Like
Well,
if
I'm
a
not
guy
okay
sit
with
there
them
and make
being
three, four
mediocre.
Shoot.
turnovers
Well, that's
in
including
clutch, they
you
don't come
too.
out. Stuff like that. It should be consequences for turning the ball over 4 times in the clutch.
The problem
Like,
is they don't have a true point guard, man. They got to go out and get a guard. If you go out and get a guard, I guarantee you this team will look totally different. They don't have a guard.
Depending on the coach as well.
Yeah, but if you had a guard, man, he would even hide dumbass Willie Green mistakes because he's controlling everything, right? They just don't have a legitimate guy that can run the show, and that's the problem. You got two superstars, whatever, but you don't have a guy that can organize and put them in places and go and make places and get them easy baskets. I mean, everything Bi's got to get is got to be out of isolation. Same thing with Zion, man. He comes around and get the handoff at the top of the key, and he's in isolation against somebody. You know, you don't have a
Well,
guy. Okay, I'm gonna break you down, drive and kick to open shooters.
He does that though. He
yeah,
does. He
So
when they split the floor, they give Zion and he makes those passes. I mean,
but
yeah, he'll make him sometime. He
but
makes him
those
sometime.
passes not going
Zion's
to
been looking
Hawkins though.
for
he did it
Jonas
the
as
last
well.
game with Trey when he drove and then kicked the ball
Yeah,
out right for the
that
three.
was a good clutch play right there.
So yeah, he
But you'll
does
get
it. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
sometime. But you need a guy that, man, that's what he does. Man, like you said, I'm with Lexxah. Let's go out and get Jones. Let's see what we got to do to get Tyus Jones. And then, like I'm telling you, you can move a Dyson Daniels to somebody because now you can point guard that's going to be had, right? So you got to move one of those guys because you just putting guys on the bench. If you get Tyus Jones, there's no room for Dyson Daniels to play for you. If you keep her, if you keep Najee, somebody got to go.
No, they're not. I don't know if they keep Najee. That's the whole thing. I think Najee might be gone after the end of this year. I mean, the big question to me is like, what's up with Valanciunas? And he's balling out. He's playing well. You
Yeah,
got
that's they got to fight to
yeah,
figure that out.
right. That's the
And he
thing.
deserves the contract. By the way, he's playing right now. He's not hurting us at all.
No, he not. He plays well, and when the Pelicans do what they're
But how
supposed to
much
do, he
money? Because
plays
you
to
got
him.
CJ, man. CJ to me is making too much money next year. When the new contract he gets kick in? Did he kick in this year or next year? He's got 3 years, get 30 something plus.
What is it? Let me pull that up. Let me make sure I get his contract stuff. Hold on. I got it up on the other screen.
I
Hold on.
think we should start trying to take that scoring approach instead of that defense, and like forcing guys that don't really play defense to take a defense approach in the fourth quarter, because we're not doing anything but just simply getting outscored.
Well,
Yep.
you have to talk
So
to
you
Willie
think it's
about that because he's a defensive coach.
Right. That's the
But
philosophy.
you can't force that on guys that are not defensive players.
He
Like,
he he does it.
what is easier to do?
Right.
Teach an offensive guy
That's
and
what
teach
he
him how to
does.
play defense, or teach a defensive guy and teach him how to play offense. Which is easier?
But I mean, we've had this discussion here all the time about what's going on. Like when you guys are talking about what's happening with our young shooter right here. I mean, what more the guy got to show you, right? I mean, he's a shooter, a young shooter that is very good. But what does Willie do? I mean, this guy's in the G League right now. I mean,
That's
he's in the G
horrible.
League. Yeah, and that's the crazy part about it. Like, it's not a secret. You earn minutes, and Lexxah did show the exemption was, of course, CJ. You know, with the $30+ million contract that he got with the Pelicans now. But yeah, this kid should actually be playing. There should be a spot for him in coming up off the bench, what he does. But he's in the G League right now. And that just goes to show you that's the temperament of Willie Green. You got to play defense to get on the court. It's what it is.
When I think about our team, when we talk about defense, we don't have nobody on our team that could guard people like a Giannis or what's his name, like a LeBron. Like it's a clear size mismatch at power forward because Zion don't play defense and the people behind him are too small. The best person we have body wise defensively that can move with everybody is Dyson Daniels, and he barely get minutes because he can't even score. And it's like with a lot of these players we have, it's like pick your poison. You either want to score or you want to play defense. And that'd be a problem with us in the clutch because we have like that Grizzlies game where we having these spurts of not scoring and these guys just catching up. I think it's time to bring in this. It comes time where you be like, hey, we just can't defend these guys tonight. It's time to start shooting that ball. Bring in Hawkins, bring in Trey, bring in CJ, bring in Zion to, go ahead and go down low or whatever and kick. And we should take a different approach to that. Because I don't think we
That's
don't have a
good. That
top
sound real
5
good, my
defense,
dude. That sound real,
but
real good. But who's rebounding the ball? Have you been
the
watching the
guards,
games? Our
the
rebounding has
guards.
really been struggling.
We don't have that good rebounder. And
Well,
Hawkins is one of the better
Giannis,
ones though.
We've been rebounding better lately.
and Zion's been averaging double digits in rebounds. He's really been asserting himself on that end
Yeah, we've been
more.
rebounding pretty good lately.
I mean, on the
I
offensive
know it
end,
doesn't
like
seem like it, but it
yeah, it
has
feels like
happened.
we've been not on the off. Like I've been seeing the opposing teams get so many second chance points off of us not get rebounding the ball.
Well,
Like
that's
so
collective.
many.
But I mean, the whole team has to do better in rebounding. A lot of teams, like, it's not just if you look around. I mean, a lot of the point guards that you see, they're averaging double digits in rebounds. So, I mean, it's one of those things that rebounding has to be collective. It can't just be. It's no longer just the big man getting rebounds. So the whole team really just needs to do better in that department. Because if you're getting second chance points, especially since a lot of teams are shooting from behind the arc, that means those shots, if they're missing, they're going to be long rebounds. That's about hustle. That's about effort. That's about boxing out your man. And who's back there? They don't call it the backcourt for nothing. Those are guards.
Those are
You know what
very
I'm saying?
factual statements.
So
Those are
so
very
why
factual.
why
I
would
was
you
just
say
pointing out with that lineup that it'll be struggling in rebounding the ball. What you said was factual.
so why would you say that we lose to teams like the Rockets or lose twice to the Utah? What would be the main
Don't have
reason
a
for
guard.
losing to teams like that?
That's
We don't
Willie,
have a
bro.
guard.
That's all Willie, bro.
We struggle in the clutch. Like, I kind of feel like, a lot of teams, their identity as far as knowing who they are, who they're going to go to, who has the hot hand, how they're going to execute is a whole lot stronger and better than the Pels. Like, sometimes it's almost like we have different factions on the team when it comes down to the clutch. We know exactly, like, we know that Willie Green wants to put the ball in B.I.'s hands in the clutch, or CJ. Like Zion, I don't really feel like he gets a lot of opportunities in the clutch, and he has a few of them. But, obviously, if you're not getting a lot of opportunities in the clutch and it's mainly going to those two, it's kind of hard to, I guess, do what's first nature. You doing things outside of the box because it's something that you don't do a whole lot or is not trusted to be in your hands. But a lot of these other teams, their identity is very strong. they know who they are. That's why in a lot of games with the Pels, it's up and down. It's almost like a split personality. Like, what type of Pels team are we going to get today? Are they going to come out playing with energy, or are they not going to come out and play with energy? Are they going to knock down shots, or are they not going to knock down shots? Is the ball going to be moving, or is it not? I mean, it just kind of depends with the Pels, like what type of day it lands on. Whereas these other teams, their identity is just very strong. They know who they are.
So if we beat the Lakers tomorrow, what would be the main reason for beating them?
Luck.
Respect, some dignity.
Having that dog coming out with the energy, like, yeah, y'all got us on that playoff game. But y'all, like, but watch this.
Because I noticed the Lakers always lose to the Nuggets. The Nuggets are a team that we always beat a lot. So how come the Nuggets could figure it out and they really do have a 3-man punch and we got like a 4 and we can't figure out how to beat that team, which I don't think is that much better than the Pelicans. Not 40-point loss better than the Pelicans. Like, when I watch the Nuggets play the Lakers, I always see Jokic go at AD all day. Not scared to go at him, very aggressive toward him, get him in foul trouble, and then somebody else knocking down shots on the outside. Murray, or Murray and your boy, what's his name? MPJ.
Michael Porter Jr.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I think we could take the same approach. Zion, simply attack. Trey, knock down shots. CJ, knock down your shots. Ingram, knock down your shots. I don't think you beat a team like that with Zion shooting twos, CJ shooting twos, Herb shooting twos, Ingram shooting twos. It just don't work. And that's why I think a trade might be necessary, but I don't think we're going to make a trade. I think our team is competitive enough to have won those 2 games against Utah and those 2 against the Grizzlies. And we should be top 3, top 2 in the West right now.
I
But
That's
agree
my
with you.
exact sentiment. I feel like we should be top 1, top 2. Like,
Yeah.
that coaching, I don't know. That coaching is shaky to me. That when you see something not working with the Pelicans and the Lakers, he should have immediately made a switch. Immediately, when you see Zion not being aggressive to where Zion sees himself not being aggressive, you got to hold people accountable. Not just because he's Zion, not just because he's Ingram. If you're not being aggressive, they should come out. You should talk to them. Hey, what's going on? Should we get somebody else in here who's hungry to do it? But I don't know. I think the Pelicans right there though. Like, they right there, and the West is wide open. If you got OKC and Houston and all of these teams top 5, top 4 in the West, yeah, the West is wide open right now.
I think one of the biggest problems is the team's ability to come out and play with energy, like play like they want it. I think that's one thing that's really been killing them. Like, these other teams are getting after it. And if they can just literally just come out and play with a lot more passion and conviction and get after it, that's half the battle right there. But I kind of feel like really the Lakers in that game, they wanted it more. They wanted it more. It was a tournament game. It was right up. It was something that LeBron could add on to his legacy. It's and they talked about that a lot, but they just wanted it more than us. They played with a lot more energy, and this is collective. It's not just everybody played horrible in that game. Everybody, every single last person. I mean, it was really weird because usually you don't see that. Usually at least one person is playing well, but not one person was playing well that day. It's like everybody, even the so-called leaders of the team, they went out partying or something. I don't know. I don't know what they were doing, but you can't let a team like that basically hinges on LeBron's performance and AD's performance outplay you. Because even when AD and LeBron are playing well, they still lose a lot. Like, I think they're like They're like 3-7 since the in-season tournament. They haven't been doing well. So you can't let those guys outplay you, man. You really can't. I mean, you got to come out with the right mindset. You got to play, man. You got to play. That's what's been killing this team. And we've talked about the third quarters. Third quarters like have been plaguing us like badly. Can't do that. You got to come out and play. I don't know what they discuss at halftime. That right there, I'm really interested. I'm interested to, just hear what they talk about during halftime, but you got to come out ready to play, ready to get after it. Because if you're not, that's one thing, that laid back attitude, cruising, going through the motions, that's not working. That's not working, man. Play with a chip on your shoulder. Like, man, there's been so much disrespect with this Pelicans organization. At some point in time, that stuff should bother you. And I'm going to say, like I've been saying, one thing, Draymond Green, as much as I don't care for him, but he made a good point about this team. We ain't built like that. Like, that should bother you. You should take issue with that. And take that and let everybody in the league know, hey, man, yeah, we are built like that. Make some type of statement. But, this team has to get out of that laid-back attitude and come out and play with more energy from the get-go.
I think it's time for Trey Murphy to start. If anybody advocating for anything, I think it's time for him to start because when we start off the game, it's just too slow, and it's been like that for literally like every game we play. We start off slow.
Yeah, that's
Every
true.
game. And I think he could help with that. Instead of those shots when they start doubling Zion or doubling Ingram early and they leaving Herb Jones wide open, you can't do that with Trey Murphy. And I think it'll be a much better start to the game just by tweaking it a little bit like that and just having Trey Murphy start the game.
Yeah. Listen, fam. Hold on, bro. Let me get another person in here. Brother Aramis, thank you. Well, he just popped out. Aramis, thank you, man. Appreciate you for the super chat, my brother. Think Tyus is more suitable in terms of what the needs. He says we would mesh well with Jonas, Zion, and Bi. He's a pure point guard. So he's also really low turnovers as well. Will help the executions. Thank you, Aramis. Appreciate the super chat, brother. Much love to the fam. Y'all, please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We'll go for a few more minutes and then we'll close down the stream. I appreciate all of the family members chiming in this broadcast. Standings on the screen, fam. A lot of these teams ahead of us in the standings, we did defeat them. Despite our missing out, not having a true point guard to set the table, the Pelicans are still a dangerous team. You heard what Larry said on the post-game presser of the last game, and finally having everybody together. What could this really be? I mean, the Pelicans are a deep team. They're still learning. So is Willie Green. And that's the thing that I think we want to see it all come together. It has to come together at some point. This team is a dangerous team, in my opinion, man. There are nine, possibly 10 player deep squad with hustlers all over the place. And it's just the temperament of the team. I think one of the biggest issues we have is like having our stars playing off of each other effectively. Like we seen a little bit of it in the last game when you seen the passing between BI and Zion, and then Zion kind of at times I was yelling at the television, saying, man, attack. I wanted him to be a little bit more forceful on some of these things. He had one-on-one matchups where he had a guy backpedaling and he just would pass out of it. And I was like, he's just being too docile sometimes. I want him to really just attack and just tear their heads off. That's what I really want him to see. But ultimately, in the end, this is a young team. I guess young team in terms of this team playing together because most of the time they was injured. The core was injured. So we really hadn't seen what they could potentially be. But while y'all was talking, I pulled this up right here. Let me see if I can share the screen with y'all. Lex always goes to this, man. She always speaks about this one. And I remember I played this on there you go, Mose. I'd always play this. Where the hell is the sound at on it? Make sure I shared it. But This is the Draymond Green thing when he spoke about the Pelicans and the trash talking that fueled them. I think this is the right one. Y'all put one in the chat if y'all can hear this.
When to talk when you down 20, and I was able to get my guys going. That first quarter and a half, they punked us, and we were down 20. It take a real one to talk when you down 20, and I was able to get my guys going, and then they started doing what they do, and I can do what I do. What got you going? You were going at them in that second quarter. What got you to that level? Foul BI. It's a good hard foul, and CJ started talking. You know, you don't start talking, play the game, and just enjoy what y'all were doing. They were playing a good game, and he started talking, and that's my type of game. I like that. That's what I do. I grew up in Saginaw, Michigan. That's how we play. And so once they wanted to go there, I enjoyed that. Steve trusts me to play with those 4 fouls, and they made the decision to try to go at me the very next play, and it was a turnover. And that changes the game because all of a sudden, you thought you get my 5th, and now you allowed me to talk again, and that was beautiful.
All right, so I think that's another one right there. I'm gonna have to see if I can find that one about him saying that they're not built like that. But yeah, that is something that I want to see. But revenge is what I'm thinking. Like if y'all guys were talking about the Lakers matchup tomorrow, what is it? You know, what should be in their heads? Revenge, revenge. That's what it's good, and that's the type of effect we have to have. We talk about passion and compassion. We joke around with that, the joy and all that kind of stuff. But listen, man, it's definitely some more aggressive energy we got to come with against the Lakers. We got to smash this team down, man, for real. They got to play with more killer instinct, man. They really do.
There you go. Say that word again.
We need killer instinct. That's what this team needs, man. They need to be able to have that mentality to put their foot on these guys and drive them out fearlessly. That's what we need, and that's a part of the game. Now, do we develop that going on? I see Zion kind of dialing back to for me, and I love Zion, but I just think at the end of the day, when you see these big guys like I can't even pronounce the guy name, the big the big four, the 3-point shooter for the Utah Jazz. Most of these players I'm not even familiar with. But he was backing up Zion. You know what's the guy? Fumaka.
Laurie Markkinen?
No, not Laurie Markkinen. It's the other dude that comes off the bench, Fumaka or whatever his name is. I don't know his name. Fonteco. There you go, Fonteco. This dude, he was backing up while Zion was walking to him, and it was basically Zion had the lane, and he just passed out of it. And I was like, no. You got to attack when you have that opportunity. Attack these guys. Attack. And that's the thing. And at times he plays a little too docile for me, in there. He can get wherever he wants when he wants. But
he didn't used to do that though.
But he got it. But that's what I'm saying, though, Lex. He has to. He's playing way too docile now. Whether or not he's afraid of being injured or he's just being cautious, I don't care about that, bro. You have to be able to be more aggressive out there. You're a guy out there that can get whatever he wants whenever he wants. And another thing about Zion, and I'm not berating the brother, I just wanted to see more things from his game. I want to see him have more of a mid-range shot. That would make things a lot easier on him where they don't have to pack up the paint. Them people giving them 5 to 6 to 7 feet. I mean, he has 5 to 7 feet between defenders and they're backing up. Pull up, rise up, and take that damn shot. Perfect that shot, get it down, and force them to come to you. Then you can drive around them. That's what I'm saying, man. The portions of his aspect, we know he practices stuff in practice, but it don't do a damn bit of good unless we see it in the game. He got to start putting that in the game. Now, he did show some times during certain games where he'll pull up and take that shot, but that's far and few in between. We need to see more of that aspect of his game. That'll make life a lot easier for him because everybody and his mama know where he wants to go. They all know where he wants to go. And most of the time he gets what he gets, but he gets knocked down a lot. He gets hacked a lot. It'll save his body a lot if he could develop that mid-range shot. So, I mean, at the end of the day, man, we got some work to do, but I'm very much encouraged that we still have a Jordan Hawkins. We got Matt Ryan, who should be coming back real soon. We got Larry Nance back, who really helped us in the last game. So despite us lacking the point guard, and I agree with Mose, I agree with Lex, that we could definitely use a table setter. But at the end of the day, this is still very much a dangerous team, man. And like I said, Willie got to improve, and they got to improve as well. So that's my take on it. So, I'll let everybody go do their thing, drop in their takes, and then we'll get ready to close out the stream. So whoever, Lex, you want to chime in on that?
No, I think you kind of hit everything. The team just got to keep on growing. I don't know, man. The team's got to figure this out. Right now, we talked about trades and everything, but until something actually changes, like this is our team, this is our squad. Willie is the coach. I need everybody to step up, everybody to do more. It's one thing for everybody to be, or most of the team. I know Matt Ryan's not back. For most of the team to be back and healthy, but it's another thing for, okay, look, that's great, kudos, but we got to play. We got to get it now. We got to, just play together and play better. Because January, oh my gosh, that schedule is looking rough, man. And we got to be on our A game, because these teams know who they are. They have a strong identity, and we got to come with it and know what our game plan is. So that's all I got.
I don't think there should be any reason we should be asking $30 million players to do stuff like get in shape, be motivated about the game, play aggressive. These guys are supposed to be the leaders of the team, and we're asking them to do first year stuff, basic stuff, being aggressive, having a hunger for the game and stuff like that. And that's why I think the concern would come in for me and with Zion, because when he had that playing game, I was like, man, Zion about to come out and destroy these dudes. And he had Jackson Hayes on him. He was passing the ball out to somebody like Dyson Daniels or Herb, who don't really score like that. So that was a big issue I had there. I don't want to see Matt Ryan come back and play more minutes than Jordan Hawkins, because I don't think there was no reason for us to draft for Jordan Hawkins and then get a guy like Matt Ryan who's undrafted and put him in before the guy that's supposed to be that we got here in the draft. I don't think they're way different. I think Matt plays a little more defense, but they're not way different in that sense. I think Jordan Hawkins is still better on that end.
All right, thank you, 2K. Trey, you want to chime in on that, my brother? Then we have Corey and then Mose.
I just want to say I'm interested to see where the season gonna go, man. Like I said, if we can get a nice seeding and not a play-in tournament slot, that would be optimal. I would love to see that. We gotta win some games. We gotta be clutch, Mo. We gotta be clutch. Gotta have good defense. Gotta rebound the ball. And hopefully Willie Green doesn't get in the way, because Lexxah, I do agree his rotations sometimes are horrendous. It'd be driving the stake through my heart when I see Zion get out the game and he's cooking. Like, let him cook. Let whoever got the hot hand, let him cook. That's all I got to say. Go Pels, man.
Who y'all want to see us play? If y'all could pick a person for us to play in the playoffs, who would y'all choose?
Playoffs?
Yeah, playoffs. That first round.
Mose. Don't say
Let me
it
go
like
Jim
that,
Moore on you, man. Let me go Jim Moore on you. Playoffs.
I want the Kings. I want the Kings in the playoffs, because we can destroy them.
Absolutely not.
Man,
I
I
wouldn't
want to
want
be
that.
able to say anybody. I want to be able to say, hey man, whoever we play, we gonna smop them. I'd love to say that, but
I'll take the Rockets if they make it.
I say
They keep beating the Pelicans.
I say the Clips. I say the Clips.
Well, Q,
Yeah.
Q, I'm gonna tell you like this, my brother, man. I appreciate the forum, man, and this was very therapeutic tonight. I needed this for my sanity. I needed to get up in here and get some of this pale stuff off my chest, man. Like I said, this was very therapeutic tonight, man.
Very entertaining too, Mose, man. Anytime. Well, you was dropping some good ones tonight, brother. I don't. Yeah, it's been a while, bro, since you've been around here, man. know you've been listening, man. But yeah, I know it's been
I've been
frustrating.
listening, man, but I got these young boys that are athletes and they keep me all over the place, man. So sometimes it's hard to get going, man. Sometimes. So,
So we
but yeah,
appreciate
like I said, man, it's very therapeutic, man. I love you guys, bro. Y'all do such a good job because you let the everyday guy get in here, man, and get a piece of this, So y'all are doing a real wonderful job, man. Since I've been doing it or listening to you guys, so I'm glad I found y'all. So, like I said, man, keep doing what you guys doing, and hopefully the Pels at some point, you know. Live up to our passion, right? Because it's obvious that we have a passion for what they're doing. So hopefully they can live up to our passion and give us something to cheer about other than just, making the playoffs. I think the NBA is wide open right now. It's not so much geared toward the big market teams. A lot of the older, the teams with the older players are getting old. LeBron is almost 40. KD's getting old. KD's not looking like the old KD. Man, this thing is wide open. So when you talk about younger players, you're looking at what Oklahoma City doing. You're looking at what we're doing. I mean, the league is changing, man. We need to rise up and snatch it right now because the opportunity is there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
that's all I got to say, man. So hopefully you guys have had a good holiday season and looking forward to next year.
Oh yeah, bro. Shout out to you, brother Mose, and the rest of the Pale faithful, man. Much love to y'all. Appreciate you, man, chiming in this episode of the Friday stream, man. Listen, man, we'll be back here Sunday afternoon. What it was, they start at 6 p.m. tip off time. It'll be around about 8:30, 9 o'clock. I guess the recap stream will be gonna be a busy day, man. That's Saints played at noon and then the Pelicans later on that afternoon. So it's gonna be pretty busy, but it's all New Orleans Day, so hopefully we can get wins on both sides. I won't count on it for the Saints, but for the Pelicans, we most certainly should beat the hell out of the Lakers, man. We got to pay them back. We got to smack them down. Like I said, they were able to get Memphis. I thought we should have beat them a lot worse than that, but we got to really start zoning in coming up over these next several games. We talk about it here. Lex made a great comment about it the last stream about looking ahead at that January slate of games. It's a pretty brutal stretch of games.
Mm-hmm.
I said I'm looking at it and I'm saying good.
Can you show it so everybody can see that? Because
I already looked it up. It's pretty daunting.
Because December was actually the easiest month of the Pelicans' schedule. That's why it was so imperative for them to win these games. Because the rest of the months, it's it's pretty tough.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna put it right on. Yeah, it is. It is definitely that. All right, here we go. Okay, I got it on there. We get on down here. Okay, there it is. The Lakers. That's last game of the year. We know that. And then January the 2nd, they open up against Brooklyn at home. You got Minnesota on the road. Then they come home for the January 5th game against the Clips. They hit the road Sunday matchup for Sacramento. Then they got like a stretch of games they go on that West Coast trip. Sacramento, Golden State, Denver, Dallas. And then they come home for 4 games against Charlotte, Phoenix, Utah, OKC. Then they hit the road against Milwaukee, Boston, Houston, San Antonio, back home for 1 against Toronto. And that goes into the February schedule. So yes, indeed, you can look at some interesting matchups there. You got Minnesota there, you got Sacramento there, you got Golden State, you got Denver.
The Clippers are playing well right now.
Mm-hmm. You got
They've really woken up.
You got Dallas. You have Phoenix there. You got a home date with Utah. OKC is a team we've been struggling with. You're gonna see.
And they're playing well right now too.
You're gonna see the Greek Freak. Denver. Yeah, you're gonna see the Greek Freak on the 27th of January. Boston in Boston.
Yeah.
In Houston to close out the month.
Gonna be something.
Yeah, so it's gonna be an interesting schedule. I'm happy to see this because this is what we need to see. We got all these guys healthy, Zion, Larry, and ultimately we'll get Matt Ryan back in the matchup, get him back in there. But ultimately, man, listen, I want to see it this January schedule and how the Pelicans deal with it. It won't be easy, but this should toughen the team up some. and get them ready for some really important games down the stretch as we get close to that trade deadline. What'd you say, Lex?
Nah, I was saying OKC is on a mission. Aramis just posted that OKC just dominated Denver, but they on a mission, man. Like, you got to think they were a play-in team, and they a top 3 seed. That should be the Pelicans right now.
Yes. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see, man. We got all the talent in the world, man. It's time to put it together, man. It's time to put it together. We have the shooters. We have the stars. We have the role players. We often talk about Pelicans need a bench. They got a bench. They got rebounding. They got enforcer. You got Najee, you got Larry there. You got, as Mo's termed them, carnival trick, Jose Alvarado. So we got all this other stuff going on. We have some good role players there, and we got shooters. We got Trey. We got, Hawk. We got CJ when he's knocking them down. Matt Ryan when he's healthy. So the Pelicans have a talented team, and they're all healthy because we got a wonderful physical therapist. And this is the time where we have to make a push. So I'm very excited about this upcoming January schedule. But we got to close out the year 2023 with a big win over the Lakers to get this party started, literally. So anyway, with that being said, listen, I appreciate everybody, all of the Pelican faithful for chiming on this episode of the Pelican Postgame Report. Y'all feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and by all means, feel free to share the show on your social media feed as well. And shout out to my girl Lexxah. She got the new song out, man, and is fire. Lexxah, put the Edge song, if you don't mind, in the description section or the chat for the family members, and y'all give Lex some play with that song. Make sure y'all check it out. Y'all put that in the phone, have it on the ringtone when you wake up in the morning. You're gonna have a successful day if you play the Edge. Make it a ringtone so it come on in the morning. Make it your alarm. You wake up, you're gonna have an Edge the entire damn day. You're gonna have a winning mentality. So we're trying to blow that thing up. So anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna get out on that. Much love to y'all. Appreciate y'all, and go Pels.
Go Pels.
Show us the edge. Yes. The chip on the shoulders, the fight and the passion that comes from within. Whoa. Try to win on every level. Yeah. Expectations high. Gotta show them you can fly. Play harder, better, smarter. Baby, put the league on notice. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Whoa, done seen the walk of shame enough. Wanna see the walk of winning, time to come up and bring out the outlaw. Don't every play, every possession. How bad you want it, love, do you want it all? This ain't a blood of love, built for something greater. Attacking all obstacles, coming for the ring, my precious. You got the juice, the will, the heart, the fire. Show 'em the proof, show 'em that it shall be done. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah.
You're listening to the Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network. For all things Pelicans.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform's store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below.